This is the ultimate crochet top, perfect for fall. I'm loving the oversized sleeves, and the colors are so much better in person. And join me for part 2, where I'm actually going to turn this into a full cardigan. What I did was like the hexagon squares, but I didn't start my decrease row until row 10, and then I alternated doing a decrease row and a regular row, and I did that all the way till row 17, and then I slip stitched my seam together. And that was pretty much it, and I'm in love with it. Look how cute, the colors are like literally perfection. For the fall top, I'm going to be using 3 cakes of Mandala Ombre, and this is the color Felicity. Do yourself a favor and buy it straight from Walmart. You can get them in packs of 3 for like $24. I'll be using a 7mm hook. We're going to start by making a magic circle. So taking the end, you're going to go in between your ring finger and your pinky. And going behind, you're going to create an X. All right, we're going to grab our yarn from the bottom, twirl it around our hook, and grab it from the bottom again, and pull through. All right, we're going to chain 2, and that's going to act as our standing post for our first granny cluster. 1, 2. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And 1 more double crochet. Now we are going to chain 2. And now we're going to do 3 double crochet for our granny clusters. All right, that is our third. We're going to chain 2. All right, now we're going to do another granny cluster. 3 double crochet. 2. And our third. Go ahead and keep repeating this until you are at your 6th granny cluster, and then meet back up with me and I will show you how to move on for row 2. All right, I'm at my last cluster. I'm going to chain 2, and this is going to be my 6th chain space. I'm going to close my ring, and I'm going to slip stitch it to our original chain 2 post. So you can go ahead and count. You should have 6 chain spaces. This is going to be my 6th one. So slip stitch, chain 2, and now we're going to be starting row 2, and this is where we're going to create our corners. So we're going to add 2 double crochet into that same space. Chain 2, and now we're going to add 3 double crochet all into that same space, and you're going to repeat that for the other 5 remaining corners, and then meet back with me when you are on your last one so we can do row 3 together. All right, I have made it all the way around. I'm just going to slip stitch it into my standing chain, chain 2, and now you should have a gap in between each of your corners. And after every row, you are going to have another gap on each side in between your corners. So when you have those gaps, you are just going to add a granny cluster. So you're going to add 2 double crochets to this one because your standing chain will always act as your 3rd double crochet. And you're going to work the corners just as you would normally work a corner. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet into that same chain space. So you're going to go ahead and repeat this, and you're going to meet back up with me when you are on your 10th row. So you want to go ahead and count and make sure you're on your 10th row, and make sure you do this for both sides so they're even. And I'm going to go ahead and crochet. So go ahead and do all of it except for the last side, and we are going to be adding a decrease. And you want to go ahead and locate where the middle 2 stitches are, and that is where we are going to be decreasing those 2 and making them 1. All right, we are going to work our decrease. So I already have one double crochet. Now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we're going to go to that very next chain space. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and you're going to pull through those 3 loops. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet, and now we're just going to finish it just like we normally would. And you're going to go ahead and keep alternating between a decrease row and a regular row. Just on this last side, that's the only place you're ever going to do a decrease. And I am going to be doing 17 total rows on mine. So go ahead and keep crocheting and repeat this on the other hexagon sleeve as well. All right, I completed both sleeves and I have them laying. To identify the wrong side or the right side, I like to leave my magic circle tails just hanging out so I know which side is which. I'm going to be seaming starting from the bottom, working my way up, and then I'm going to go all the way over to one sleeve so that way I don't have to weave in that many tails. I'm going to be seaming with the wrong sides facing me, and you can attach your yarn however you want. I always do double knots just to secure it. I feel like it's a little extra security. I'm going to join the 2 corners together by using a slip stitch, and I'm going to be slip stitching it all the way up and then down one side. But to do this, I'm going to keep my working yarn down in the center. I'm going to insert it going from the top to the bottom of each stitch. So now I'm going to slip stitch. So just slide it through everything and then insert from the top, keep the working yarn at the bottom, insert from the top, and slip stitch. And you want to make sure you pick up every single stitch that there is. This is probably the most time consuming part of this whole project, in my opinion. All right, so now you want to repeat this on the other sleeve, but you want to start from the middle of the top and then work your way all the way down to the bottom of your sleeve. Weave in all your ends and you are finished. If you enjoyed crocheting this beautiful fall top, guys, fall is not going to last forever. Winter is coming, so you are not going to want to miss. If you can't see this video right here, then it's still being filmed. So you're going to definitely want to subscribe, turn on your notifications, because you are not going to want to miss this next video, turning this beautiful fall top into a full-length cardigan. Bye, thanks for watching.